So what we want to do is just ask you about your time on the field.
Oh, I could tell stories upon
Do
stories.
I take the glasses off? Or...
All right.
We want the uncut version.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna let me think about these questions before you ask them to me.
All right, you ready? First question. When you think back on your time overseas, what brings you joy?
It's the relationships, sharing of life, the sharing of who Jesus is. The greatest joy of my time overseas definitely is people.
People.
It's the people.
The people that I got to meet.
The lives that were
It's
changed.
the people.
It definitely is people that flash before my eyes when I think about joy on the field.
What's one thing you wish you had known when you first went overseas that you know now?
You really are not in control.
I'm totally dependent on God.
My best efforts would never get it done.
Just been more genuine instead of more calculating.
How integral my kids could be in ministry in a developing country that was very close to the gospel.
How much the people become your family.
That if you're not passionate about reaching lostness where you are, it's not going to grow when you go to a foreign land.
To what degree did the Lottie Moon Christmas Offering impact your work?
There is no way we could have gone where we went without Lottie Moon.
Tires were expensive to replace. I think he had the record in Kenya, changing 60 flats in 1 year.
Wheelchairs,
Textbooks,
housing,
surgery,
Solar panels.
Honda 185 motorcycle. It was kids on the back of this thing, motocross all the way to church on Sunday.
Torn Achilles, shoulder surgery. Without the Lottie Moon Christmas Offering, I would be a mess.
You know, I never would have gotten to the field if it wasn't for the local church.
More than just an offering.
Every penny that was given.
crucial, vital.
Literacy work,
education
A
opportunities,
refugee center.
health care.
we put in almost 300 wells.
Train church planters.
Strategic
Lifeline.
Cooperative effort.
for the gospel around the world.
How has serving overseas changed you?
I think no one could have told me when I moved overseas what it was like to be a minority.
More sensitive to the needs of people around me.
Rather than seeing a people group, I see people.
More attuned to God's leadership.
Ultimately confident in God.
In your opinion, what do you think church leaders could do to increase involvement overseas?
Marry the legacies of the past with the challenges of the future.
Model what it means. Go yourself.
People in the church will follow the example of their church leader.
Giving them a vision for missions, not just as something that happens when you get on an airplane, but helping them become stronger disciples of Christ in their own community.
If we're involved in global work, it will impact our local work.
He's brought the nations here.
Refugees, migrant workers.
Entrepreneurs looking for new ways to get into countries.
The opportunities really are limitless.
Last question. Being a missionary is blank.
Just being who you are as a Christian.
A calling.
It's something that Jesus has asked all of us to do.
It's making disciples.
A challenge.
An exciting adventure.
It didn't look anything like I thought it was going to look.
Waking up every day and asking, where is the Father at work and what would he have me do?
To live out my life for Jesus in front of other people, no matter where I live.
There's nothing like it. Nothing.